What's up? What's up, everybody? This is your girl Sis-Lo with another newsworthy update. What's going on out there, my good people? Hold on. Let me get Klaus. Place. Sorry, my daughter's K9. When I tell you this dog, like she's had him since he was born, and it whenever she leaves out of the house, he cries until she gets back. He is happy as a I don't know. I don't know what to say, but anyway, he's happy when she comes home. So she just ran to the store, and he is really about to have a really fit. I mean, like a real hissy fit. But anyway, let me say, welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody. This is again your girl Sis-Lo, and today we're just going to kind of hit and miss and talk about a few little things. One of the things I want to talk about is the situation dealing with Miss Apple Watts. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the Tiana Taylor situation. Um, and wherever we go for the next couple of minutes until it's time for me to get back to work. Yeah, I don't know how long, but yeah. So, with the situation with Miss Apple Watts, unfortunately, I really hate to see families fight. I really do. I really hate to see family members get into it about things that can be worked out off of social media for some people. Um, I can kind of understand why Apple Watts took to social media is because she is confined and that's her only outlet. And so she feels like that's the only way that she can be heard. And because she is a celebrity, um, news media outlets and social media networks are really going to pick up on it and it's going to spread and go viral. So with the situation with her and her sister Dominique, um, it has since Apple Watts accident in I believe it was April um, of this year, where she was traveling from California back to Las Vegas. She fell asleep at the wheel in her Mercedes Benz truck and the car flipped several times and she ended up in an embankment or something and with closed head injuries. Now, if anybody in the medical field knows what a CHI is an acronym for closed head injuries. And a lot of people that suffer closed head injuries often don't make it or they make it out in a vegetated state. She is one of those people that actually made it. Um, Although she is incapacitated at this time, she has some mental facilities. So it's like she kind of knows what's going on, but she has to think and process things slowly as her brain is reconnecting. And I mean, you have to understand, like, the brain is like a big giant pulsy mushy muscle almost, and it's protected by your skull. So if your brain within the skull is shaking around, those stems to your brain are very very sensitive, and they could actually be tossed around and become you can become discombobulated. Hang on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. My daughter bring me something back, and I can't pronounce the word of the. Anyway, that thing. So, um, your brain get it can become discombobulated. I mean, you can become discombobulated, and because your brain has been shaken, and things can be crossed over, and if you don't suffer oh my lord, brain bleed. Oh no, this is a teacher. I'm sorry, y'all. My son's teacher. Okay, sorry. I guess it wasn't the teacher. It was a scam, likely people, and they killed me using numbers that are close to. Now, if the phone rings again, you guys, I silenced it this time. Oh shoot, I silenced it this time. I'm sorry, guys. So let's go back with a closed head injury again. Your brain is being shaken around in your skull, and it's almost like your brain is as sensitive as a light bulb, pretty much. That's for lack of better analogy, anyway. So just imagine shaking a light bulb up in a box and then tossing it around. The light bulb can look like it's intact, but once you have shaken it around and tossed that box around, it may look like it's intact, but once that little connector on the inside is disconnected, the light bulb no longer lights up. It no longer comes on, so it no longer functions properly, right? So a closed head injury is you want to kind of say it's something like that. And since your brain is your central nervous system, it controls everything. It controls body movement, it controls speech, it controls thought, it controls everything. It's your central nervous system. And because she suffered those injuries, her recovery is taking a lot longer than possible. I mean, than normal. She just left the rehab about a month ago, and she went to live with her sister. Now, from what's being said, there were two different GoFundMe's set up for Apple Watts or Janelle Watts. And one raised $30,000 and another one raised $15,000. This is what has been alleged. It is alleged that the sister is the one that started the $15,000 one, and she cashed it out. Apple says that her sister only gave her $90 out of the 15,000, close to $15,000 that she got from cat from the GoFundMe, and she bought her kids each two outfits, Apple's kids. Now, one of Apple's friends confirmed the fact that she did buy them two outfits because she gave them to her to take to Apple's children. Now, the other thing is that Apple's is saying that she needs intense physical therapy. Well, with the injuries that we already talked about, it is quite honestly understandable that she would need this intense therapy, but she has to pay for it. Being that she was in the type of entertainment business that she was in, unless she was paying monthly for insurance, she probably doesn't have anything unless it's state funded insurance at this point. In cases like this, when a person is entered into the hospital, there are social workers and things of that nature which could apply for state funded insurances for that person's stay, or there is something what every hospital has, which is called a charity care policy. So these are the types of things that the social workers there would have to get involved in to take care of that. But that is for the hospital stay. It does not necessarily mean that if she was not already approved for full insurance before her hospital leave, that she would have insurance once she came home. Most times they only cover the stay. They only cover all of your necessities during your stay. But once you leave, you have to have medical equipment for recovery, especially if you are being released to a person's home and not to a rehabilitation center or facility. Then you would not have those amenities that you would have at a rehabilitation center at a person's home. You have to rent or purchase those items, including beds and hey, sugar, beds and medical equipment and everything. Hey, Miss Deanna, I just wanted to say hey to you. I did come over to your channel, but Sis-Lo, I don't like y'all talking about each other. I love y'all though. I know y'all just be doing y'all thing, and I love and I respect it. But I come in and I love when you do your thing. I love to hear your voice. But I don't like. I hate to see y'all fight, but I love to hear you talk though. That's crazy. But I spoke to you the other day when you came in, and I saw you when you came in, and I did speak to you, but I didn't know if you missed me, if you missed me talking to you or not, and I just wanted to make sure I showed you some ample love, girl, my sugar. But again, back to the Apple Watch thing, the amenities that you would have in a rehabilitation facility would have to be purchased or rented, if your insurance does not cover those things. For instance, when I had the bug, the pan bug, um last year, when I came home, I had to come home with an oxygen concentrator. um Now the difference between an oxygen concentrator and oxygen is that the concentrator takes the air in the room and recirculates it and makes it as oxygen so that you can use it for oxygen. Actual oxygen are those big green tanks, things like that, that um that it's through those tanks. So when I came home, I had to have a oxygen concentrator to come home with, which was a portable one. It was not meant to use for long-term purposes. It was just meant to use like if I had to go to doctor's appointments or anything like that. And I ended up being on that oxygen for like 6 months. So because I was going to be on there more than just a short amount of time, they had to order a big room concentrator, which is a big stable one. And you place it in the center part of your home, and you have long cords running all through the house, Lord Jesus. And you use that. Now, if my insurance had not covered that, I would have had to rent that. There was a time when I had to come home on IV antibiotics, and they would have cost me $7,200 a week because insurance did not cover those. So before I had left before I was able to leave the hospital to discharge planners, and the doctor had to come up with a regimen that I could take orally that would cover the osteomyelitis at the time that I had, which was an infection in the bone that was almost septic and it almost killed me. That was in 2014, by the way. Um, so I couldn't afford to go home on IV antibiotics, so I would have had to go to a rehabilitation facility for 16 weeks. That's a long time to be away from your family, especially at that point. Um, I had my youngest son. He was only 3 years old. So, let me see, he was 5 because that was 2014, and he's 13 now. So yeah, that was a whole nother issue. So when it comes to that, it can be very, very, very costly. So with that in mind, Apple's sister is alleging that a lot of the things that she spent the money on were things that she needed: medical equipment, um, Ubers, gas, blah blah blah, this that, and the third. But what Apple is alleging is that her sister spent the money on her own needs, which includes buying her own children $500 gym shoes, $500 coats, expensive gear, and on this, that, and the other, when she only purchased two cheaper outfits for Apple's children. This is what Apple is alleging. So they are going at it in the media, in social media. The sisters are at it. The sister was going live, and I thought at the time that she was quite protective of Apple because she didn't want people releasing pictures of her in her current state without permission, because of course Apple was a celebrity, and she thought that the pictures would be damaging, so she tried to protect her, according to Domo. Now, Apple, the young man that released the pictures, stated that Apple gave him permission to release the pictures, so there was nothing to worry about. So he put the pictures back up. And consequently, Apple started coming live on her videos, and at first she was just showing the lower part of her face, and then eventually she showed everything. So she seems to have come to term with the fact that she is incapacitated, that she will be for at least a while, and the thing with the money is yet to be determined. So I just hope that those guys find a way to work it out. Now Apple has obtained retained a lawyer, and to sue her sister for said funds. The only funds that the sister is admitting to allegedly is the 15,000, not the 45,000 in total. And so yeah, things. Apple says that she can control her own finances. The sister says that she's not able to control her own finances. She's not really there mentally, or mentally stable enough to take care of her finances. Then that people would just take advantage and use her. Um, I think, and situations like this is when a conservator is definitely needed. Just like they did for the Wendy Williams situation. I'm not sure if that Wendy Williams situation at the time, I didn't think it was founded enough, but seeing her most recently, I kind of think that maybe it was a little wise for them to put a conservator over her money. But at the same time, it could have been that, hey, she's wealthy. It's her money. Let her put whoever she wants over it. But it could be the same thing with Apple. But I just pray that these are siblings, and I hate to see blood siblings, half siblings, adopted sibling, anybody fight like this. It's just so unfortunate. So my prayers is that they will work everything out and it will all come together. Now, as far as the Tiana Taylor situation, Tiana Taylor came out speaking about people giving her a hard time because she allows her husband to sleep with random women. And they're saying, oh, well, Tiana's just doing that just to keep her man. She's doing this or that to keep her man. Well, Tiana says that, look, it's not all about me keeping my man. It's not about that. What you don't know is that when my husband sleeps with a woman, I'm there because I like sleeping with women as well. So we do it together. And it has absolutely nothing to do with, you know, whether I'm doing this to keep him or not. I'm doing it for my own pleasure as well. We both enjoy it. It's something that we enjoy doing together. And that's just that. Now, I can't speak for anybody else, but I'm going to tell you about me. Honey child, listen. I'm a one man's woman, and I want me a one woman man. I'm not into this new generational, new age thing y'all got going on here. Let me try to tell y'all. I can't keep up. You hear me? Listen here, child. I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. Y'all doing too much for me. I can't keep up. Y'all got. I mean, fluid, bias, gender, queer, Lebanese. Pick me. I don't know, y'all. Lord, now you trying to get involved. Now here goes Google trying to get all in my stuff. I ain't asking nothing. But anywho, let me just tell y'all doing too much for the kid. I'm just old school, old fashioned. You hear me? Listen, ain't nothing with flipping it up a few minutes. Y'all done took it from going from missionary and doggy style to the whole animal damn kingdom style. What in the what? What are y'all doing? I mean, I can't get with it. I can't get with it. I ain't knocking y'all. Y'all do what y'all do. Some people don't know what they want to be. Today they Messie C. Tomorrow they T.S. Madison. I don't know. And there's two differences. Trust me when I say that. Messie C and T.S. are two totally different type people. Messy is messy. You hear me? But anyway, and that's a whole nother segue. But listen, when my bed between me and him is between me and him. If he got an appetite for more than that, I am not the she for he. Not at all. I'm not the he for, and he is not the he for me. Period. Give me that one man and let that be that. I'll give you all you need. Now, hold on. Now, I ain't got no problem in going for it. You hear me? I can hold my own, but I ain't about to hold it down with another chick. I ain't about to bump boobies with nobody. Not about to do it. Not about to bump tunas. Not about to bump boobies. I ain't about to do that. That ain't me. And I don't want him bumping windows with nobody either. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Not in my bed. Now, what you do on your time is on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't my business. But I ain't about to do it. So there is that. Now, y'all can tell me what y'all think in the comments. Those you're watching the replays dropping in throughout the live or what have you, just let me know down there in the comments what you think. But as for me and my house, that's it. Just one of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Now, down to this messy sea. Baby. So all of y'all know that Messie C just 2 months ago, just 2 months ago, Messie C was engaged to a woman. She was engaged to a woman. He was engaged. Oh, I said she was engaged to a woman. Well, at this point, I think he is she or they or them or I don't know. But he was engaged to a woman and had a baby on the way. And he proposed to her. And their wedding was set for this coming Saturday, a day before my birthday. So what happened is somehow I don't know if she lost the baby first and he called the wedding off. You were somewhere else, girl. We'll talk about it. You were somewhere else when I came on. But come on up here cuz I got to if you can come up here. Thank you for the drink, son. I don't know if you can or not, but come up here if you can. Cause I'm talking about Messy C, girl. Messy C is a mess, and I ain't gonna be over here much longer anyway. Cause I gotta get back to work. I got another call, so come up here for a minute if you can. I love you, Chai. And I said I was gonna do better than that. I'm sorry, but you were somewhere else, and I didn't want to disturb you with sister. But come up here because I want to talk about this Messy C thing. So, anyways, Messi see just 2 months ago he proposed, got down on one knee and everything with all of his family and friends around and proposed to his then girlfriend who was uh what he say 6 weeks pregnant. Thank you, baby. Shut my door. What he said 6 weeks pregnant with their baby. You on the clock until 8. Aw. Okay, well listen and give me your comments if you can. So he was 6 weeks, she was 6 weeks pregnant with his baby. Okay. And I don't know if the girl lost the baby first or he called off the engagement first, but he called off their engagement and their wedding for this coming Saturday, September the 3rd, a day before my birthday. Yeah. I'm sorry, my volume is out. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. My volume went out. But yeah, I don't know if he went and canceled the wedding because she lost the baby, or now he feel like because she was pregnant, he ain't got no reason to get married after all, or what? But baby, he dropped that girl at the altar. You heard me? Dropped her like a hot, I don't hot potato. I don't know what you got. But girl, guess what he picked up? A whole husband. Yes, he did. Not only did he pick up a whole husband, but get this. This is the shady part about it. He decided to get married on the same day that him and the girl was gonna get married on September the 3rd. Yes, he did. This dude straight up planned a wedding to get married to his now male fiance after he broke up with the female. The announcements were out, the hall was booked, everything, y'all, everything. So instead of have the bride having a bridal shower, he had a wedding shower. And now he's getting ready to marry a guy. But guess what? The plot yet thickens. Last Sunday, you understand me, right after, oh no, I'm sorry, it was between the late hours of Saturday evening, right after the brutal shower. I'm gonna say brutal shower because you know what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, I will. When I go back in the studio, sis, that's what I always do because I ain't know what I was gonna talk about this time. So when I go back in the studio and upload it, then I'm gonna do all my hashtags and change the name. But thank you. So listen, what when and I'm gonna put some pictures in it. So when I'm sorry, when homeboy they were at the shower and allegedly they both got pissy drunk and once they got done, they got home, and I guess Kirk, who is his now partner and fiance, was looking for his keys, and because he said, "You go find the keys yourself," he said, "No, I want you to help me find them." And they got into a physical altercation. Both of them drunk. Messi C put the paws on him, beat him down, got him base, busted his head, cracked him rat a tat tat like a baseball bat upside his head, you understand me? And to jail Messi C went. He was full drag, full makeup. Well, when I say drag, I'm talking about makeup. Because when I say my face is I'm in full drag, I got makeup on. So he in full drag and everything, locked up. You hear me? Locked up. Not a few hours after he was bailed out for and they call it down in New Orleans. They don't call it domestic violence. It's called something to the case of violence to a partner, violence against or battery against a partner, something that I'm gonna find the right name for that. So they went and got him. He got bailed out in the wee hours in the morning, and he went live talking about what's going on. And while he was live talking about what happened, he was like, "Yeah, I beat this, I did that, blah 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 blah." And then, as if that were not enough, he FaceTime Kirk. "Hey baby, you coming over to the house? I love you. Okay, baby, I'll see you in a minute." As if nothing freaking happened. As if nothing happened. And the wedding is still on. Y'all hear me? So Saturday, not only do you have to, if you go into the wedding, you got to pay. I understand that there's like a cover charge or something like $30 and $50 for this and this, that, and the third. But honey, the dun 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 is going down, 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 down this Saturday night. You hear me? I wouldn't pay $5 to go see that mess. You hear me? I wouldn't do it. I would, because it's just gonna be a mess. And what you don't hear about, you'll see eventually on on the Twitters and uh the IGs and situations. So I'm not even concerned about it. I know what's gonna happen, but maybe when I tell you messy see he or messy see she messy see it's a hot mess. That's a character. That's a full total character. Full fool. When I tell you fool. And when he do that messy walk, as a matter of fact, he got a new song out called The Messy Walk. Baby, when he do that little pigeon toe, swinging hippie thingy that he does, hey baby, it's one to watch, I reckon. It's one to watch, but yeah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in the nuptials. No, I think it's a money thing. I really do. I think it's just a money thing. I think it's just something that he's doing just to raise some money. I don't bit more think that message. I think the thing was he didn't want to. After he got on all of these programs talking about how he was delivered from bisexuality and how he was this and how he was this, all these, you play with the people. You play with the people to get you a coin. You plays with the people, Messi. And that's so wrong. You play with the people. And that's all that was. And you yet playing with the people. Now you want the people to pay for you playing. So now you want to pay $30 or $50 for y'all to come and witness these nuptials that ain't gonna mean a hill of bean. They probably got an actor or a cousin or a nephew or something that's gonna do the nuptials, so it ain't gonna be legally binding or anything else, cause he ain't gonna want to lose nothing. Kirk ain't gonna want to gain nothing. This all for show, baby. And if he'd have marketed it right, he might have had to got a Zeus contract or something to show this foolery. I have no idea. But anyway, that's all I have for now. I'm grateful you all chimed in. Thanks for jumping in the chatterbox and hollering at your girl. Please don't forget to like and share my video and to support the channel. I'm trying to get to my thousand, y'all. Come on. Let your girl get on up there. I love you on purpose and ain't nothing you can do about it. I see you on the other side. Ah.